No, I never did add myself to the stage.
There
We will be at Legacy Bar venue tonight. It's two-step night. So we'll be in the place. Darren and Tamika will be teaching two-step, and then we will be having an all-dance style social. Today we will be talking about blended families. Blended families. That's what Herman said he want to talk about this morning.
blended family is what we're going. That's a key discussion on how you can add to your relationship. So let's speak about blended families and what does that mean to you? Having a blended family. To me, this is the hood definition, the school of the hard knocks.
The school of the hard knocks.
Doctor of the hard knocks. So anyway, so school of the hard knocks. Blended family to me means you blending your kids, your partner's kids together to come together as a family. And we all know that sometimes there can be difficult times when it pertains to that. All right, and I'd like to say good morning to all our viewers. Welcome and good morning to you all.
How many days is it until our wedding before we get off into it?
Okay, so we get married Saturday. We got.
Is it 3 days?
Today, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That means 4 days counting today.
Oh, how you feeling? How you feeling? Did you get scared yet?
Am I scared?
No, I'm just messing with you. I keep telling him that every day.
I am not scared. It is tremendous. It is it's something absolutely special. And I love
it. That's funny. I'm like, are you scared? Oh, I'm not at all. I'm not scared. I'm excited.
Absolutely.
Not nervous at all. Just excited. So blended family. There go Devin over there, y'all.
Devin's here.
What do you think about a blended family? A blended family is you
having
new brothers and sisters.
Sticking together.
I mean, you ain't got sisters, but new brothers. Now that you got two brothers. And stepdaddy. And being together.
All right. So our blended family today. You turn the light on right there. All right, thank you, Devin. I appreciate it. Bring some light up in here. Yeah. So, while we talk about blended family, to you, what does that mean, Doctor?
For me, it's getting everybody together, having a whole one big happy family with everybody's children and the two spouses and all the children, grown and minor. The grown kids don't live in the house, but except for Devin. But the ones who don't live with you and the ones who do live with you.
Right, because you gotta interact with everybody, with all the kids, the grown ones, the minor ones, and at this age, they're pretty much gonna be all grown, which is fantastic.
I know I wouldn't, if it was anybody with some little kids, like if he had some little young kids, I wouldn't do it because I don't want to be bothered with no young kids. But my thing is, you should know that in the beginning.
She would have jumped off the ship.
I wouldn't have got on the ship. You would told me you had a 2-year-old.
I wouldn't either.
I'm like, oh no.
I wouldn't either. I wouldn't have jumped on the ship either myself.
Nope. I don't want all that noise. I like to see the grandkids and I like to send them back home.
See the grandbabies and send them back home. Your grandkids are extraordinary.
Yeah. You would have had a 1-year-old. Well, I just had a baby. I got a baby on the way. No, thank you. Bye.
Right. For real.
These 50-year-old men having newborn babies. Y'all
be like, man, do you understand what you're doing to your dating life?
Don't run back to us once y'all had them little kids. Did y'all run back to the grown
18
side?
years on child support, bro? No, thank you. Hey, I'm almost 2 years left. 1.5 years left, though. Really, we count down. I remember a lot of people on my job, they used to always be like count down to the days they had left on child support. I'm like, dang, bro, like that. Maybe this creates a blare.
Okay, and then you went got on there.
And whatever put us up, preaching black.
What, you was doing that before you got on it?
What's that?
Oh, child support. You said people was counting down the days.
No, when
At
I
your
started my job, I had one child. When I started, I had one child.
Oh, okay.
20.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Then you went and got one and got on child support. Got another one and got on child support.
Right. And I am counting down. Hey, my last day on child support, it's on $1,000 party. We're gonna just whatever. I'm just gonna throw a party somewhere on me for free. It's gonna call freedom from the baby mama. Freedom from my baby mama. Now, with the blended family, sometimes you have
But
to
we'll still be taking care of all the kids, even when they're grown. But you
Yeah.
just want to take child support.
right. And then you can it may not be as much or it may be the same amount. But yeah, so it's called freedom. It's gonna be called freedom. Like, hey, let's all just do something. Could be 4 of us, it could be 100 of us. I have no idea right now, but it's gonna be in the works.
We might be having a boat party by the end because we probably be having our boat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we go get that boat we seen. It might not be that boat, but we go get us a boat and be
Right.
going out to the lake.
Right. So we're gonna have a boat pretty soon coming in the works. Hey, so blended families. When you're talking about blended families, sometimes your baby mother or your baby father
Oh,
has
yeah.
to interact with your spouse.
Oh, yeah.
You know, gratefully, I really haven't had an interaction with her old spouse yet. We had a little one where, on the indirect, but it hasn't been.
You just seen them. It ain't no purpose. To me, it ain't even no real reason to meet because our child is 16. She's 16. She can deal with her own daddy. I don't got to deal with her. You don't need her. So, because she got her own phone. She know how to talk for herself. If she got a problem, that's when I step up. But other than that, but yeah, that is a problem dealing with people's exes too. That's why a lot of people don't like the whole baby thing and baby daddy thing because they gotta, be arguing with people's ex and stuff like that, or they ex coming around and starting drama, or people won't leave their exes alone.
And sometimes you find these exes that's ignorant. Like in my case, my baby mama, she ain't listening. If she is.
Hey, what'd you say?
If she is, you're a fool. You know you are.
Yeah, because I thought you was exaggerating. That was funny until I got on the phone and I'm like, you really like that? Like, that's crazy.
So her first occurrence with my baby mom was
years later.
She broke her phone. She broke my son's phone. And she called me and she said, hey, I need you to fix this phone I just broke because I threw a shoe, it hit the TV, the TV fell down and broke the phone. And I was like, typically I would like just get off my damn phone. All right, whatever. Hell off my phone. And then
no, you wouldn't, because she could talk you into stuff, but go ahead.
I would have just. I said,
oh, you would have did. Yeah, you would have just paid for it.
Just pay for it, just to keep drama down. I didn't want a whole lot of high, heavy drama.
Yeah.
So typically, I would have just like, here you go, get off my phone, shut up, bye. This time, Dr. Shanette was like, no, we're not paying for that.
Well, because you had already, first you said you wasn't paying for it, then she was going to talk you into it. And I'm like, you need to stand on business. If you say you're not going to pay for something, especially you didn't break it, then you need to not let people talk you out of what you already said. Now, if you would have just said you wanted to pay for it, I wouldn't have had nothing to say about it. But you said you was not paying for it. And then she just got to talking, and then you was like, let me think about it.
I just bought my son over $100 worth of school clothes.
Right.
Paid child support, bought him $100 worth of school clothes, just did a lot for my child.
And I had gave him money too.
And yeah, she gave me some money too. And then she says, I need to give him $50 towards his other phone. And we just gave him like $100 or so. And she's like, you don't have to spend this money to buy a phone.
Right, that was the problem. That's what I had.
I'm like, what? Okay, well. Yeah, I'm like, typically in other days, I'm like, here's $50. Shut up, phone. I ain't trying to get this headache, whatever. She was upset because I had to move to Houston. She was mad about that. She said I was chasing pussy.
And I said, well, that's what men do. Well, what's the problem? Shit.
And I was like, no, I'm in a relationship. And, you know, I love this lady. You know, so that's what she boiled it down to. You chasing coochie. You abandoned our son. I'm like, a lot of fathers live in other cities in their child, and I don't see my son every weekend anyway because he comes once every other week.
Right, and we can come get him.
And we can come get him. And if that's the week that he's working or doing something else on or have some kind of activity on, then I can't even come get him that week. So, you know, it's like really almost once a month, once every 3 weeks, you know. So I'm like, I can manage that from Houston, you know, it's not a big deal. Then I bring him for the summertime, bring him for spring break, bring him for the holidays, you know, so on and so forth. The thing that she didn't like is when she's out on these party nights and she's drunk and my son needs something, she just called me up. I'm like, I'll go get him or, you know, whatever. Those nights she had to abandon. Well, I don't know if she abandoned them now because I talked to my son the other day and he's like, my mom ain't been home in about a couple of days. I'm like, all right, you need something? He's like, nah, I'm okay. That child, he's very independent.
He really is. That's why he think he the oldest. He think he older than Destiny. He told Destiny she the baby sister.
He older than Barack.
He told Destiny she the baby sister. She the youngest.
And he is 16. He's in high school right now.
And they both 16, but he think he older. Destiny older than him.
You think he's older than a college kid than Barack? He let you tell.
Because he's very mature.
Right, let him tell. He will cook, cut the grass, clean the house, play his video game all day.
Same thing I do.
But he'll go through and do everything.
And he can cook good because he gonna cook me that meal that he cooked on TikTok to try to impress the women. I said, Ty slick. He cooked that stuff so all the girls could be like, can I come over and eat some of those nachos that you made? Because that looks good.
Then he called me and he says, Dad. No, I called him because I was asking questions about coming down or whatever.
Don't be telling Ty's business.
And so he's like, Dad.
Ty said he didn't volunteer for you.
I'm in an argument with my girlfriend. And I'm like, man, don't be arguing with them women.
Yeah. He be arguing with me. We're gonna say don't be arguing with them women.
Like, don't be arguing with them. You know, that's what I told him. Like, man, don't be arguing with them ladies, man.
Don't argue with women. That was
so good. I talked with this blended family. Thank you, Twin, for sharing. Good morning to you, my brother. You was always special, my dog.
Hey, Twin, did you ever do this blended family thing?
And if you do, you come on with us.
My thing is, I was just talking to somebody yesterday, but if you get with somebody, you should be willing to treat all the kids the same. If you're not willing to do that, you shouldn't get with that person.
Right.
It's gonna cause a bunch of drama. What you say about that?
And one of the things that we actually I have had rest today. I am up.
Yes.
So I've been so down, like, oh my God, body was going through some stuff. You know, you get close to 50, you be like, oh my God, what kind of spirit is in me now? You know, so man, thank you, Lord. So hey, Twin, if you want to come on, share some of your experiences. If any of y'all want to come on and share some of your experiences, feel free to. Next week, we're going to get back to interviewing people. We're going to be probably doing some live interviews and stuff like that next week.
I'm going to be taking off work next week because I'm taking off work this week because of the wedding. For the most part, I'm still seeing like 3 clients a day because they act like they can't live or survive or whatever. But
now, doctors,
I'm going to be collaborating. No, I'm going to be moving to collaborating because I feel like you can't get like, say, millionaire status without collaborating. So I'm going to force myself. That's why I'm going to take off work. I'm going to force myself to get this collaboration going and to get this new business going.
Don't join
because this one right here be procrastinating sometimes. And so I got to make sure that it happens. I got to push this business. So the way for me to do it is to at least work. Maybe I might work part-time until that business is afloat. But my main number one thing is to collaborate because I think that you can't gain millionaire status without collaboration.
Right, absolutely.
Right. And then I feel like as Black people, me personally, I feel like we're not doing enough to offer people in our community jobs. I feel like the ones of us who can offer jobs need to be doing that. So we need to be collaborating so that we can do that.
And what you're gonna really need to do in the future is create jobs for your kids.
Right, that's what I'm trying to do now. I told
you
Destiny
have to create jobs for
she
kids
would not be
because-
have to work. For,
right,
Yeah.
because how the job market gonna look, we got AI doing everything. If I close my eyes and the vision of bunny rabbit, purple, hopping across the street, passing out Easter eggs, that AI will jump on there, create that exact image, and do exactly what I said. If I tell AI to create a X on my screen, the AI is going to create that exact X on my screen. So even with surgeries now, you have a cancer or whatever you have in this part of your body, you type in the code, the AI,
and I got an ovary, so I want the AI to do mine.
the
Go ahead.
AI will go directly to that incision part and mark it, get it out. You can even take a capsule or pill to go in your body and remove stuff as well, that way as well too. So AI is really taking over. So nowadays you're really gonna have to create opportunities for your children.
Right. And for other Black people who
And for-
want to work,
and for
because not
people,
everybody want to work, but for the
Right.
ones who want to work. And then if you're older, I think it's important to use and I know we're on different subjects, but if you're older, I think it's important to use the energy from the young people. If you can find young people with that new energy
Right.
and they're open to doing things, allow them to do that and gain information and knowledge from them. Like, don't think you know everything.
New energy and know how to connect. New energy and new connection. Like they know how to connect to their other people, to their peers, more than we do. We're generations apart.
Right.
So we know how to connect to our seasoned community. They know how to connect to their youth in your community.
Right, because I'm telling what I told my new person who's about to be working for me is that take this project, I'm put this project together, and I want you to make this project happen. Hey Devin, can you go get my other phone? I take this project. This is my vision. Take this project and make it happen.
Right.
That's what I do. And I'm giving you the leeway to do it your way. But I'm going to assist you, and I'm going to assist you, and what's the word? Like I'll be there with you. Was that the one? Oh, really?
Come in to call me last night.
Oh, okay. That's what she called you. I'm going to be there to assist you and to walk with you. But here's the project. Here's what I want, and you make it bloom. You make it come to life.
I'm sorry. I just found some news about my family member. She's in the hospital.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, it's been like my best friend since childhood, just everything. Been like we was road dog.
Debbie, you probably got to call it up the phone to find it.
So let me see where. Let me get Twin on my line.
But yeah, but the collaborations, and so collaborating is important. Building job markets for other people, for our own if we can, and if we can't, then we can't. But we'll try with our own people. So I'm trying to move into that. I'm not even trying to move into that. I'm going to move into that. And I'm going to collaborate simply because we can collaborate. As Black
Twin,
people,
I sent you an invitation.
as Black people, we kind of had this
Doing
little
this?
slave mentality thing that kind of keeps us from working with each other. But I just feel like that we have to understand that despite this, is that you calling me? I'm looking for the other phone, the 2808. Collaborate with other Black people because you can, simply
Right.
because you can. Not because it's going to always be easy, but collaborate because you can, and then collaborate when you can. This is my thing. When they want to. When they lose the energy, then maybe you can move on. Because the thing is, if you stay focused on people who don't have the energy in that moment, then you lose out on the people who do. So if you go to somebody and they don't want to collaborate with you, fine, keep looking. There's someone who does want to.
Absolutely.
Right, so keep looking. Don't get mad. Don't sit there and get mad and get angry and get agitated with that person.
Yep.
Just move on. Look to the right, look to the left, and there's someone there who is ready.
Right, absolutely.
Because that'd be our frustration too. Somebody, we tell somebody something, they don't want to do it. We spend time being angry and agitated. You just lost a lot of energy doing that. Look to the left, look to the right. There's someone who wants to do it. And so that's my whole new thing. Millionaire status that I'm trying to gain. I got some other friends who want to do this too. We need to start having our
Good morning.
meetings. And
Barbara.
then with that status, I know that I have to collaborate. Collaboration is a must. You can only do so much by yourself. You can go fast, alone, far with other people. I put that on my
I believe there is some. Where those shades at? The reading shades, glasses, the readers.
I don't know. What do we need that? You need.
Because I need some. Yeah.
Oh, okay. In my room, by the
We'll look on the room
bed.
on the
Here
other
goes
side of the
some
bed.
readers right here. Here go several readers.
Okay, let me see if they how they look. No, not doing it.
Okay, well,
Let me see the other one you just gave me. I really.
the readers, you the one can't
Baby,
see.
no, you're not gonna do me like that.
He worried about
Matter of fact, you know what? There we go. I do this.
Okay.
I just-
And so look, so collaboration. See, I ain't even worried about the look.
I can't
Whatever.
even see.
Look at these glasses, because the thing is,
Wow.
collaboration, smart thinking. As you
Oh,
turn, if you're in your 50s, you need to be thinking like, and I know we start talking about blending families and we got on collaboration because that's all I'm thinking about. But when you're at your 50s, you need to be thinking about working smarter, not harder.
Right.
You're not going to have the same level of energy that you had
Right.
before. So how are you going to get these streams of income coming to you without you working so hard?
Shades.
And then for us, it's even
Not on
more,
my side, but
it's even bigger for us because we like to travel. So how are we going to get these multiple this stream of income coming in when it doesn't require us to be there every day? So that's why we get along so well too, because we both have the same goals. We both want to do that. We both want to be traveling and still making money, but not having to be here in Houston.
right.
Be wherever we are making money and even setting it up other places. So once we get it set up here, we should be able to go set it up somewhere else too.
Here, Dallas, Oklahoma,
I got a Chicago license, so it might be Illinois.
Chicago.
So different places we should be able to go set up our business other places. We both want to do that. So that's one, we agree on so many things.
You find it?
We even both had the same cars.
It was
I had-
shades, like
If
dark
y'all know me,
shades.
I had a red convertible. He got a red convertible. With his is burgundy.
Fine shades, they're like dark.
I had a red Escalade,
Like mine.
burgundy Escalade. He got a burgundy
SUV.
SUV. We are so much alike, and we both want to do this same business thing.
And we had this before we even met each other. So like when
Right.
the stars aligned us, I was praying. What I did, I cried. I'm not afraid to admit I cried for months and months. I had to break up my ex, not because of infidelity or anything, but some other reasons. But I cried for months and months. And I asked God to send me a grandmother. She's the grandmother of 7. No, it's in the room. They're in the room. Which I asked her.
On the side of my bed.
Yeah, on her side. Now, I asked for a grandmother that was beautiful, that was youth active, that was possibly in her 50s. And I was like, God, you send me this. And when He delivered. He absolutely delivered. I had to go through a lot of things, a lot of hardships. I was there.
Why'd you use a grandmother? Why'd you want a grandmother?
I wanted a grandmother because I didn't want any more kids.
Because
I didn't want any more kids. And
Yeah.
a lot of women were like, oh, I want a baby. I mean, I'm talking about women would meet me and be like, let me get pregnant right now. Like, what? Hell nah. I just got my 18 years. I'm in this child support right now. Hell no. That just sound like an unpaid bill. Waiting to happen. Shit. I'm like, absolutely not. You're going to get ready by me. So, so I was like, let me get a grandmother. And you came in my life, and I came in your life. It was like, damn, we are so compatible. even though I was going through a lot of things at that time, and you were too actually going through a lot of stuff that
I
time.
was going through grief. Yeah.
Yeah, you going through grief. I was going through grief. Yeah, we
Yeah.
both going through grief. We was like, he was like, Herman. I was trying to, make a booty call out of the situation. I was like, oh shit. I was trying to booty call out of the situation. You was not. He was like, Herman, we got a lot of stuff in common. We doing this. We got a lot of views the same. Are you really sure you don't really in a relationship with me? And I was like, give me a week. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
Because you're so scared to do
give me a
it.
week.
He just was like, no, we're
Right.
like trying to. I'm like, we definitely ain't gonna be doing nothing in this dance community. You doing it with me and somebody else. That's not gonna happen. That's crazy.
Yeah, so I was like, give me a
You
week.
could just keep doing that anyway.
Yeah, so she was like,
That's
nah,
crazy.
I'm like, it's not happening.
Yeah, because I don't know how people in the dance community doing that. Letting somebody go around mess with them and other people too, and we all know each other and smiling and cheesing in each
Hanging
other.
around each other.
Yeah, skinning and grinning and smiling in each other's face like we sister aunties or whatever that thing is. I'm not finna do that.
We're getting married on Saturday. That is 4 days away.
Yes,
She will be Dr. Holland.
yes. And we are blending. We started off with blending families, and our blending family is going excellent. What do you say? What do you think, Herman? He was just up here having fun at Denver yesterday.
Ask one of the kids. Let me put my camera on him.
I wish they
Oh,
would
you
put
know what?
some
And
chapstick
I'm
on
a-
them lips. But go
And
ahead.
I'm telling you what. Last night, I had to get on to this young man because he did some stuff. I'm not going. He was out
Look
there
at
acting
him
wild. He had a little wire hair in his nose, so he was acting wild and
Okay, look at you.
he got the dogs out and everything. And I had to like, man, what are you doing? So I had to talk to him. It was tough last night.
And then he told Herman, like Herman be telling me, did you tell him he was fussing at you?
Yes.
He said, "You're
And I
fussing
said,
at me."
I sure am fussing at you. You are right because it's deserved to be fussed at. You're 100% right. I am fussing at you and I am yelling at you. Well, I was really yelling, just fussing on him. There was no real reason to yell, but yeah, I was like, yeah, there are reasons to fuss, and this is one of the times that I'm not going to stop fussing at you because this is deserved. You need to be fussed at so you can understand on what you did. Now, after last
And I
night,
didn't get in it.
No,
I wasn't
not
had the
at
mother
all.
who get in it and all that. I was like, that's their thing, and I know they're close, and they got their own relationship. So there's no reason for me to be trying to be mama bear because they got their own relationship.
Right.
And it's important because people ask me all the time about this blended family thing. And I tell them, you need to have your own relationship with the kids. You can't tell the person, you need to tell your kids to respect me. You need to go in there
right.
and you earn respect because y'all have a relationship. If
Yeah.
that can't happen, then maybe you might not need to be there.
And I
Go
show
ahead.
him a whole lot more love than I show, than that negative energy. I show him a whole lot more love, than negative energy.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that has to be there.
Right.
The love, the showing that you're important to me, son. All of that.
Right. You can't just come in fussing
Yeah,
at
you
people,
just
but
can't
you ain't
come in
showed them
fussing.
no care, no love, and
Right.
you can't just be doing that.
All right, Devin. So this is Devin. Let me see, where are we at? Right there.
Ah!
All right. Devin, now you're on the hot seat with us. It's our 22-year-old son. He is single and available.
Yes, and he wants
He
him a
is
girlfriend.
stepper. He is dating between the age of 34
34.
and 18.
18.
18 and 34.
18 and say 30. Okay, we'll get
18
to
and
30.
34.
34, that's a stretch. That's an older lady, man.
So,
Man, Herman to put him.
all right. So, anyway, so he's talking Lisa Ray. he heard the thing on the radio about Lisa Ray. That'd be a fantastic. Lisa Ray, I don't care how old you are. If you want to go with us, son, give us a call.
Yeah.
Lisa Ray, call him. They say you ain't got a snap back. It's true,
That's
baby.
real.
Anyway, so Devin, so we had a conversation yesterday, right? I got into you, right? Okay. Do you love me?
Yes.
You do? I love you too, son. So whenever I talk to him, I don't talk to him as he's a stepchild. No, absolutely not. I talk to him as he's my own son.
Oh, there goes Xerox Twin on there. I know. I thought I seen Spike.
He may not. Go ahead, add him to the stage.
Okay.
He may not be my biological son, but he is my son in every right, because if somebody deal with him the wrong way, they're gonna have to deal with me. And somebody deal with me, they're gonna have to deal with him. He always tells me this.
And if you deal with any of them, you got to deal with me.
Right. So
And if you deal with me, you got to deal with all them.
anyway, so we have my brother Twin on the line right now. Good morning to you, my man. How are you doing?
What's happening? Can you guys hear me?
All right,
Yeah.
what are you looking like Black Panther today? You always say
Hey!
like the South, brother. Look, he had the coalition today, my man. What's
Yes, sir.
Did you ever blend a family twin?
Man, well, like I was telling you, I mean, I believe that you treat people accordingly. A lot of times, the children are not comfortable with the spouse or what have you, and like you say, you treat people accordingly. Even if it was my own, and they were uncomfortable with my significant other, I would tell them, no, she's number one, right? She's number one in my life.
Yeah, but I
because
think she has to do that too. She has to build that. We were
you
talking
have
about
to.
that.
It's building.
Each person has to build
Right,
that
like you
relationship.
can tell our kids not to do something. Like for instance, yesterday, Devin, he went out and did drill something on the side of the house. And I'm like, no, that's not how you do it. But even though you tell them not to do something, they still have to listen to you. So I can say, you treat this person with all the respect, and you can say that all you want to, but they're not
Right.
robots or computer code. Computer code, like the code across, it comes up perfect. But they have to be the ones to buy in. Because when me and Shanette first got together,
okay,
she was used to her dad being in the house for
My
all
daughter.
her life.
My daughter.
Her youngest daughter, which is 16, she's used to her dad being her all her life in the house, all her life. And
right.
Shanette did date a little bit, I guess, and she maybe the inside living children met some of the people, maybe not all the adult children met them, but the ones she was living with. So when I came in, and she noticed I was, staying here for extended periods of time, I could feel some of her energy, like, it was like kind of like bad energy, like, you're not supposed to be here, I'm over there here. She didn't say that, but I could feel that. And so it don't matter what Dr. Shanette would have told her daughter, respect him, do this. I had to build my own relationship with her first by taking her somewhere, doing stuff, alone with her, letting her know, hey, you can trust me, I'm here, building that trust foundation. Nothing that Dr. Shanette would have told her would have changed her mind. We can tell a kid to not climb that ladder in the living room. You look up, the ladder was broke because why they climbed the ladder. So we have to be the responsible one. So it takes you to build that relationship and foundation with the child. I didn't mean to cut you off, but yeah, it's not as simple as programming something. You have to get in there, get dirty, and build that relationship yourself.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, that kind of goes without saying. What I mean by what I'm saying is this: when you understand how can I put it? The order of things, right? Man, woman, child. And when you understand that, and everybody agree with that's the way that it goes, then I don't have to bow down to a child. I'm not going to do that. That's not what I do.
If I just tell my child that, like, oh, it's just him, he's first, and me, but you'll know that. I mean, she will understand that over time anyway. Right. If I just tell her that, well,
but you don't
me, and then it's you, then that's just like discontentment with her. Like, I'm always angry and sad because my mama just,
Well, the only problem with the overtime is that you might mess up the relationship in between that time. It's funny how we actually the relationship can go according to the relationship with the significant other as well, because that child might be the reason that you know that you can't be with that significant other. I'm one, right? I'm one who believe that all children are my children, whether it's your children. Matter of fact, I got a call from Devin, your son, the other night. Yeah, and he was out of town somewhere.
Uncle
Huh?
Twin.
That's it. He was out of town, right? And so again, all children are my children. I treat people right, regardless if they're children or adults or elderly. It don't matter. I just treat people right accordingly, right? So respect is the number one thing that we have to we come into it with respect for one another, and that's not a not option. No option with me. Respect is number one, and so we build the foundation from there. So if you upbring your child with respect for whomever, especially their elders or significant other, then it shouldn't be no problem. But if it is, there has to be a conversation had for them to understand that no, this is who I choose, and we're going to. If you don't like it, you're going to act like you do, right? I tell people all the time, I don't care about people being prejudiced or don't like me, but at least act like you do, because I got to deal with your actions and your behavior, not what you think about me, not your thoughts.
Right.
Well, I'm just happy that Herman came in the situation, understanding the grief, because we were actually all of us were grieving.
Right.
Me, him, himself, because he had got out of a relationship. My daughter, because of course she had been there with her dad her entire life.
Right.
And even my son, because it was just a change. We'd all been in this situation for 16 years. So it was a big change. And so I'm just glad when Herman came in, he was willing to nurture, take his time and nurture each situation, knowing that people had grief, knowing that my daughter had that level of my daddy ain't here, kind of a little bit of sadness, a little bit of anger,
right?
That kind of thing. And then so now they got a good relationship, because he didn't just come in like, okay, you need to tell your kids to respect me. He came in and he said, let me build a relationship with all your kids, even the grown ones too. Let me build my own relationship with them. I just stood back. He said, I'm gonna build my own relationship with them. And then I just stood back. I haven't said anything. And then even the other day when he asked my daughter, he asked her, he said, he asked her something. What did you say? Where you going or what? Something. Yeah. And she act like she had a little pause. And I said, no, go ahead and ask her anything, anytime you want to, because at the end of the day, she's a child.
It was late at night. It was kind of late. It was around 8.
Yeah.
And she talked about you going to play basketball.
Yeah.
So I'm like, actually, I said, you getting dressed? It's kind of late. Where are you going? And she was like, well, I'm going to play basketball with my friends. And I'm like, okay. As long as you let me know your mom's good, but I didn't say that. I was like, oh, okay.
Right.
I said, hey, baby, she's going to play basketball with her friends. She's like, yes, she told me. It was just that, but still still the protector of the home. Right. So regardless of whoever that is,
Right. Because she becomes your responsibility, just as much of your responsibility, because you are the one that have to handle the situations when they arise.
And so again, the fact is that she sees me more than she sees her real biological father, because I am in the house with her. So I gotta respect that she does have a biological father, which I always respect that. I don't try to ever overstep my boundaries. But on top, I am the leader in this household. Even with that, but he has a biological father, so I never try to overstep those boundaries.
Right.
Because that's
I was in a situation, Dr. Shanette, where moved into with my significant other at that time. And lo and behold, it seems as though every time there was movement, I was removed from the house. I had to go to the store with her. You know, she had 3 girls.
Uh-huh.
I had to go to the store with her. And I'm like, I'm not, you know, why we got
to go to the store?
Right.
why I got, and so it was times that even, you know, at odd times I had to leave the house.
Right.
And I get wind of one of the children being molested.
Uh-huh.
And so I was like, oh, is that why I have to leave at a certain time with you? She was like, yeah. I said, wait a minute. You mean to tell me that I'm here with you and you don't trust me enough to be with your daughters? That don't make sense to me.
Right.
So I said, we finna have a meeting. I brought those young ladies in there and I told them, if anybody, especially me, was to make you uncomfortable, especially in your own home, you make sure you let somebody know. Because I was completely uncomfortable. Believe it or not, Twin and I, we wasn't aware of a lot of what was going on with, you know, so-called, you know what I'm saying, victims, rape victims and all. We wasn't aware of that. That was just beyond our imagination until we were, I mean, back grown when we started hearing about things like that happening in the household. Because we never envisioned, we never thought that stuff like that happened. We just didn't. And it was always hush hush in our era. And so now it's become right. So again, with that being said, the same I would do with my daughters. If anyone was to ever approach you and make you feel uncomfortable, you let somebody know. And so this is why I say we got to treat them accordingly. I had no earthly idea that I was, and so to me, me being in that space is a deal breaker for me. If I feel like you feel as though I'm thinking about a child. What?
Right.
I mean, you know,
that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Right.
Nothing to do with that. And I didn't do that. Why am I being punished for somebody else's stuff?
Exactly. And so again, right.
Kids.
Right. And so, Herman, those are some of the lessons of learning how to co-parent and be in a different space and what have you, because you don't know what that happened previously. You don't know. You don't know if, you know what I'm saying, one of the children might be afraid of the dad. Every time they come around, you know, they feel it might have been abuse there. I don't know. All type of stuff.
Some of the guests. Okay. Barbara Thurman said, praise God for delivering your prayers, grandmother. That's what I prayed. And then, let's see, Casanova, Coco Casanova says, good morning, everyone.
Mm-hmm. What's happening with you? You know what I'm saying? Miss Coco Casanova.
Okay.
Beautiful spirit right there, man. And look, like, hey, man, and seeing her behind off.
Oh, really?
We love her. Right.
Absolutely. So with that saying, so it's like I understand what you're saying, like the
yeah, you got to address that though. Something like that, you have to address that. I'll tell people all the time, don't nobody want nobody else's whooping. That's not fair to anybody to have to get somebody else. I didn't do nothing. That person did it.
So the lady, she was not ready. She was just not ready to be with anyone at that time. She had a lot of self-healing to do. You know, like for instance, when I came to this home, a lot of stuff was broken.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of stuff was broken. So first thing, the door, I had to change the front door, put a working doorknob on the door because she was actually picking up the She was actually picking up the key from up under the mat and changing the lock. I mean, unlocking the door. So I had to.
Right.
That's one of the
Right.
things that I definitely had to fix.
Mhm.
The next thing, her daughter would go like the bathroom. So one day the bathroom was not closed, and her daughter was in there taking a shower. So I was like, "Oh no, we ain't go." So when she got a shower, I immediately went and fixed that door.
Right.
It would shut all the way, so it would not be open. Because
Uh-huh.
You seen
Yeah.
him do stuff like that. She seen him taking care of business, and that made her even more so like, yeah, okay, well, he's over here doing things. You know what I'm saying? He's over here
Right.
fixing. He's over here making
Right.
sure I'm more comfortable. So
right.
that's how she was
Mhm.
getting her respect from him. Is that he's over here for me too. He's not just here for my mama.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
And so, yeah, like you say, I have individual relationships with children. Everybody don't need the same things. A twin and I, born of the same mother, reared in the same household, but we needed different things. Although we were twins, different attention, right? Different ways of learning. And so the same thing is with getting with a family or whatever, and homogenizing with your significant other, because hey man, you got to build a relationship with those children just as much as that relationship with that spouse or that significant other. And so then listen, you find yourself, I mean, I was oh wow, another incident, and I ain't had whole lot of relationships, y'all. Not here lately, but anyway. Another incident that I had, same difference. What happened was a little girl, which was the granddaughter of my significant other. We would keep her. And so I found myself playing with her in the middle of the floor, having fun and what have you. The little girl was like 3 years old or something and still couldn't speak, couldn't talk and what have you. And I was like, this is strange. How this baby not know how to talk?
right.
And so she was a bit behind, right? And one day the daughter came, and me and the little girl was playing or whatever, and she came and snatched the little girl up off the floor and took her to the back where her mother was. And her mother came out saying that she don't want you to play with her anymore. And I'm like, what? She don't want you to play with the little girl no more. I'm like, okay, why? Oh, well, she have her reasons and all this old stuff, right? But I didn't know that the mother was molested. And so, right. So she saw me playing with the daughter in the floor, and it struck something in her, right? It was nostalgic.
At that age when somebody done something to her.
Right.
Exactly. It was nostalgic. And so this is when I realized that we have an epidemic problem dealing with our women, because a lot done happened, of course, me being oblivious of how dire the
And I'm glad
conversation.
you was oblivious to it. I mean, yeah, like I said, well, I'm just saying, I'm just glad that that you didn't experience no crazy stuff like that. Because you could be a
Right.
man and have experienced it. You could be a
Right.
man and have experienced it. You know what I'm saying? It's not just
Yeah.
girls.
Right.
And so I'm just
Uh-huh.
happy that none of that stuff happened to you, and you were still blinded to that type of nonsense for a
Right.
long time, 'cause
Yeah, long time. And so,
exposed to that crazy stuff,
right. And so my thing is trust and believe. We always have true intentions, right? That's the most important thing, in any situation, any relationship. I'm only concerned about the true intentions. From there, we can work, right? Once I know your true intentions, we can deal with whatever from there. So I always have true intentions. My thing was, this lady don't want me to play with her child, but I'm the one that take her to the table and teach her how to read. I'm the one that sit up there and talk to her and teach her how to speak. I'm the one that take time out with her and play with her. She didn't have no friends, don't know how to play, don't even know how to play. And because the parents there or her mother didn't even play with the child. And so again, like I say, you didn't know that the little girl knew what hair was or what a hat was. You didn't even know because she didn't talk. And she didn't talk because she didn't have, I guess, a so-called friend, even in her mother. And so again, the relationships, Herman, we're speaking about relationship with the child. And this is why, Dr. I say it goes accordingly. I treat accordingly. And so even with a child that, let's say, is skipping school and what have you, my thing is, man, you doing yourself a disfavor. You mean to tell me, like a teenage boy or whatever, don't want to go to school? Of course, I'm the type of person I would reward you to the utmost. But then too, if you cross me, I would treat you like a stranger. That's just who I am as a person.
According to how it goes, you're gonna deal with the situation according to how
it goes. Pure, plain, and simple. Because I got, again, true intentions on helping people and uplifting people, period. Not just the child. All of us need to be elevated some way, somehow. And so, again, this is why I'm so stern and so firm about who I am as a person, because I want for you just as much I want for myself, right? And so, again, you find a child that's 20 and I, we're in the juvenile system. We are in the school system, right? We are there with the hobos and the homeless, right? We're there with the guys on selling street drugs and what have you. We're there in every instance of life, right? And so this is why and how I can speak the way that I speak about any and everything, because I deal with any and everything, where most people deal with whatever they want to deal with. I'm dealing with things that I don't want to see. I don't want to deal with so-called rapes, and I don't want to deal with death and what have you, but I do, right? Because I know and understand that this is where we are with as people. And so for me to, and so when you have a passion, Herman, and a true a passion for the help and the upliftment of others, sometimes that which you do is a bit strange, because a lot of people don't have passion for what they do, right? So you're strange to people. You're strange to people when you talk to that daughter and you ask her, hey, wait a minute, what are you going out this time of night? Oh, I'm going to play basketball, but I don't see no tennis shoes, no sneakers. What are we?
And we wouldn't believe it, but they really was playing. Because we was
I understand that.
It was kind of weird,
Oh man, listen, I know, sometimes that I remember we had a good friend of ours, man, they did go play basketball at 10 o'clock at night, 10 and 12 at night.
I thought she was trying to be sneaky or something like that, but she was really doing the right thing.
She did go out.
Right, but again, Herman, you gotta ask these things. Right.
But I told him,
because
what I told him? He seemed like he might have hesitated. I said, don't ask her whatever you want to, and she needs to answer, because the thing is, we're not even gonna start no weirdness. You do other stuff for her, you take her to school, you do things for her, and you can ask her whatever you want to ask her.
That's it.
You want to ask her, and she's gonna answer.
Right.
Because you're not gonna have no hesitation. But it wasn't that she really had hesitation just with him. She probably would have tried to have the same hesitation with me.
With you as well. Right.
Yeah. But I just cleared it up right there. I said, you can ask anything you want to ask her, and she needs to answer.
So let's start with the blended family. Let's talk to Devin for a little bit. What's in your mind, Devin?
Okay, there go Devin.
What's happening, champion? Nephew.
Talk about something. What you thinking about blended family, and what do you think about being about to get married? Let's talk about this. Let me ask you that. I have not asked you this. So whatever he says, it is coming from him right now. No free scripts, no rehearsal.
Go ahead.
What do you think about me and your brother getting married?
I mean, according to what you said earlier, I mean, it's nice and all, but all of the dressing in blue and stuff, I love that.
Huh?
I love that. All of the dressing in blue.
Okay.
Your
Oh, our colors. Our
suit and stuff. Oh man, off the chain.
It's off of the chain. So he's talking about our decor for the wedding. That's what he's talking about. Our decor for the wedding. It's royal blue. Twin, if you're available to be here, man, I'll say come. It's gonna be a packed house, man. Just let
It
me
is.
let
We
us
got some
know.
Dallas people coming.
We got Dallas folks coming. We got a lot of.
What do you think about Herman being your stepdaddy?
I've been a stepdad forever.
Yeah, I
mean,
know.
since this whole time.
I know.
What do you think about me and your stepdad? Cool.
Yeah, they get along real well. They like
Yeah.
I definitely don't get in that. I'll be like, I'll get in that. I'm like, no, I don't. I don't say a word. I don't say a word. I just, he do his man thing around here.
Right.
And we don't have any problems. We really don't.
Yeah.
And I stay out of it. But he has his own relationships, and that's just great for me because I've already been there, done that with someone that didn't blend right, But
Right.
it feels so good to a woman when it's a good blend because that's really a way to a lot of women's heart is through the kids. I'm just saying.
It's when it's a natural
Right.
thing.
Because you don't get along with the kids. It's hard for a woman to be in a relationship where the man is not getting along with her kids because it just, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And it has to be natural. It can't just be something like forced or,
Right.
It got to be natural, come through smooth.
Right.
It has to be, a lot of people, they try to force it. It's not forced. You got to get people their own.
Yeah, because my cousin is like that. You need to tell everybody to respect me. And I'm like,
a lot of people.
I can tell them all I want to. You're going to need to.
You're not the only one.
You're going to need to go there and build your own relationship with them. And my kids are not hard to deal with. Really, they're not hard to build a relationship with. Nobody's been like, have an ex and, try to cause a lot of problems. They're pretty easy, like long as you build your own relationship. Destiny may have been a little bit harder because Destiny was like, she really had that grief thing. And you could just see the grief. You could feel the energy. You could kind of just feel an energy around her.
But one thing is that.
But that's kind of left though.
There's no fussing and fighting or arguing. Probably like previous, all that other stuff,
She realized that it's a happy situation. It's a happy family situation.
Right.
It's
So tell me this.
friends
Because-
around, drama. Go ahead.
Right. Because I've encountered that as well, where when things are not, going smooth. And I believe this is where that I look at it. Of course, I'm man all the way through, And what I mean by that is that I'm gonna handle my business the way that I see fit. You know what I'm saying? Right. The way that I know. You know what I'm saying? A man only handles his business according to that which he know or probably don't know. But even in situations, I see I've been in situations where I may reprimand a child in a certain way and what have you, where the mother wasn't eased by it. Yeah. But I had to explain to her, no, this is the way that I handle my business because I don't want to have to visit this anymore. Now, it's obvious that you haven't been handling your business because we're going through this again. And so I'm the type, sometimes it take a brute force for one child as to where it may take a long talking or a look. Sometimes there's a look that you can give to another child. But again, I got to deal with things accordingly. We would say that I remember someone saying that one child was spoiled and the other child wasn't. And I came to the realization.
Herman is he might still be on here, but I got to get off because I have an appointment.
Oh, okay.
Week, but I have an appointment. But thank you, Twin, for coming on. And Herman, any more comments on there? Say hi to people on there.
Hey, everybody, for coming in, tuning in with us. thank you, twin. Most definitely, I appreciate you.
Right.
Good information too, twin.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
really good information, my man. You got a show tonight. Everybody tune into his live.
Right.
Tonight we have Houston Two Step during Tamika. Saturday we have our wedding, and Sunday we have a second Sunday.
Yeah, after
All right, I
party
always like to
Sunday.
end with a prayer. Everybody, please, God, give everything that everybody deserves today, this week, and forevermore. Love y'all. Peace out. Thank you, Ben, for coming on the show. All right, brother.
Sure thing. I see you there on nephew.
All right.
All right.